What's up, guys? Bear Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes news for October 2nd, 2025, and we have a pretty simple breakdown for you guys for the free-to-play, no contract starry gem breakdown that you got here today, as well as the $5 breakdown, as always, for going in on the relay package. This is going to be the way that you're saving your contract starry gems for other bigger events, because this one, at first glance, we don't necessarily know if it's worthwhile, because it really comes down to what these treasure train treasures look like, if they are something that's going to help in a game mode or for like classes or faction or anything like that that we might need. Then this could be pretty good. If not, then yeah, it's gonna be a kind of hard pass and use just a little bit of your wishing coins. There is, of course, the secondary events. I'm not really even gonna talk about the breakdown on that because you're just gonna get those rewards as a side bonus. We're mainly talking about the lanterns of the moon, all the lanterns, and what the actual reward structure looks like once you make those. Getting 2 floors, very easy to do as a free to play. Getting 3 floors requires you to spend $5. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. As always, the breakdown will be down in the description down below. Let's jump right into it. Okay, and as always, right below us in the black notepad there, we have the full breakdown. So there's a few ways to get a bunch of stuff in this event. One of them being the Wishing Fountain event. You're going to be able to get quite a few of these out of this. You're going to get a total of 72 of these because you can do 9 loops. And oh my god, my math is right? 9 times 8 is 72. Okay, yes, confirm that is good math. But you can get 72 of those if you're doing a full 2160 wish coins. However, unless you're spending money or doing contract starry gems, that's completely unnecessary in this event. The other event that's going on is the Mooncake Connoisseur. This one is 20 purchases of 1,500 gems. And again, let's just double check that. 1,500 times 20. Yep, that's correct. 30,000 gems. This is going to be one of the more expensive gem events we've had. But the random rewards are pretty decent. You're getting 100 of these pieces of paper, which are actually, what are they called in this event? It's actually something I did not look at. These are paper lanterns. Okay. So paper lanterns, you have to consume them to make a full lantern. It's kind of weird how they do that, but it is what it is. So that's not too bad right there. We got a good amount. The relay pack has a ton of them, and sadly, there's really no free to play ones this time around. There's nothing to go at. And the super wishing coins don't do anything for your progress in this event whatsoever. You can get 10 of them down here. However, that's going to cost a little bit of money. We'll talk about that a little bit later. And then lastly, we get the value packs. Tons of them in the value packs. You can purchase the top 2 packs here 3 times, the bottom 2 packs for contract starry gems 2 times, for a grand total of 675. And this is what I was talking about. You can get a lot of these down here. We might need to consider, because that's what, 180 plus another 9, so 270 possible addition ones. That's pretty good, because if you take a look at the actual event here, so if we go over to the lanterns breakdown, takes 4 of these paper lanterns to draw a single time. It takes 15 complete draws to get a complete lantern, aka to finish a floor out. So that means it takes a grand total of 60 paper lanterns to get a floor done. So if you actually break that down, what did we say? That was 90, 180, 270. So that's quite a few floors. That's an additional potentially 4 floors, right? Yeah, you can get 4 floors done just with the contract starry gems. And if you spend $5 too, that means you get like 1, 2, 3. You can get all the way up to floor 7 technically as a free to play. Granted, we don't know if it's really worth doing it just yet. That does net you guys a lot of these resources though. That means you can get up to 70 of these, which is crazy. And you can get a bunch of other resources and stuff. So this might be one of those events that I say definitely go all in with your contract starry gems. But I don't want to say that just yet until we see what those treasures are. So there's essentially 2 different routes to go, both of them no contract starry gems. So the best thing you can do as a free to play is this. You of course go in 30,000 gems on this because it's an all or none. You either get 100 of these paper lanterns or you get none of these paper lanterns. So 30,000 gems, number 1, that's the first thing you're going to do. However, if you're only able to get to floor 2, that means you only need 120 paper lanterns, which means you only need 20 from the Wishing Fountain event. So you technically get 8 per loop, so you're kind of stuck getting 24. There's really no sliding scale. You're gonna have 4 left over. It's one of those events where there's no sliding scale. It's either this or this. There's no in between where it's like you do fewer. No. This is what it is, and doing that total will get you 2 lanterns, because that brings you up to I should say 120. I should modify this. 180 paper lantern. Wait, I don't need to do that. There we go. Yeah. That should look a little bit cleaner, I think. That should make things go a little bit smoother with how it looks. So, yeah, doing 720 wishing coins is super duper easy. Like, ridiculously easy to get this done. Everybody should have this. Even if, like, you've done, like, the previous 1 or 2 wishing coin events, there's so many ways to get wishing coins, including the arena store, which... Granted, the arena store has been updated. There's more stuff available. It's just a very simple, straightforward way to go here. Now, the other option you can go is the pay-to-win route of $5, because, again, getting to this extra 10 means that you can actually get to where you need to be. Oh, actually, I wrote that wrong. It's 10 of them here. So again, you're going right over. You're going over the limit by 2, because of course, if you need to get 3 of these lanterns done, if you're going to go for all 3 of these at the top right here, that means you're going to need 180 paper lanterns. You get 172 just from the event, and then you get 10 from the relay package. So this would require you to do the entirety of the wishing coin event. So you're going from 720 wishing coins all the way up to 2160. Which is that's like, I mean, that's 3 times as much, right? That's probably not as much. You're going yeah, you're doing 66% more to get only 33% the bonus rewards. Probably not worth doing, to be honest. It really isn't, unless there's something you really want from the mysterious sales shop. Like if you're really hankering to get some really big rewards here, then maybe. And again, as always, this mysterious sales shop does have the discounts. So if we go down to it real quick, there's some pretty good deals. Like it's the usual. It's floor 1s and 2. You got the void material chests that are 50% off. Then at void level 3, you get the origin. Then 4 and 5 back down to this one here. Then 6, 7, 8, it turns into the origin stuff. It's interesting how this works out. I don't know. I think this is legit not a strategy go for this week. I don't think going for this is worthwhile. A lot of times I would say this is actually a good thing to go for. I think there's only 1 or 2 options you're going to do. You're going to go completely free to play with no contract starry gems, or when we break it down a little bit later, you're going to want to go all in with the contract starry gems. And there's probably going to be a lot of different break points too, because like I said, there's so many of those paper lanterns up for grabs from those contract starry gem packs. You could go for 3, 4, 5. You could go all the way to 7. It just really depends on what you're comfortable with this week, and it's really going to come down to those bonus rewards like I was talking about as well. So let me know what you guys think. That is the breakdown for you guys. I'll give you a contract starry gem breakdown a little bit later. It's going to have a lot more of a sliding scale to it because there's just so many different options to go about it. I'm going to assume you're doing all the gems and all the wishing coins when I do that math though. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. I'll see you guys next time.